Hi, I've got a piece of £140 Usher French superb paper, rough. Thanks David Dickinson for bequeathing it to me. Well, he didn't actually bequeath it because he's still very much alive, but he didn't want it because he was sticking to acrylic painting on canvas, and he's making very good progress. And I wish you well, David, for your joint exhibition today. Hope you sell out. I'll find out later. They gave me a lot of. They gave me some £300 weight arches, some £200 Saunders. I'm scared to use it really. I'm not going to do wet in wet on this. I'm going to do part wet in wet with this sort of paper. Lovely and rough. Takes ink work brilliantly. So what I'm going to do is to put a bit of water here and there, just I'll put some in here because I've got some water, some lakey sort of stuff on. I've got the board at about 45 degrees. It's the best I can do using this easel without setting up the other easel. It makes it easier for me. You can see, if I show you that, this is the studio easel. No, it's a big one. And there's my board. It's resting on a sort of an improvised table that I've rigged up in front of the easel. I sit down all the time to paint, and I put just a little bit of framing here clipped on so that my board, my painting board, doesn't slip off. And so that angle is pretty good. So I'll put in a bit of sienna. That's raw sienna. Put a blush of that colour in where the water's going to go. I'll put some land there as well. Right, a bit of alizarin. And let's just drag that down. Right, now we'll have a bit of blue. Bit of ultramarine. Nice. I'll mix a bit of alizarin with it just to take the sting out of it. This isn't the day we've got in London. It's very cloudy. A bit of cloud in there, I think. Right, put a bit of distance in now. This is such a gorgeous paper. Right, let's put a bit of sienna in there. So we can pretend that's a bit of rain going along there. I'll just give that a reclip. You don't really have to do this, but just keep it flat. Okay, now I'm going to put some land and stuff in that bit, I've decided. So I'm just going to dry that off. So we've got sort of clearing storm here really. Swig of tea. And put some harder stuff in here as well. Mix a bit of ultramarine with my burnt sienna. I've done that because the paint merged a bit with the water, so I'll just put in some of that. We can have a bit of green there. Add a bit of lemon yellow. Leave some sky holes. Yeah, that will lift out. Put a little bit of a reflection in there. Right. I love dry brush. Just makes something so attractive. Plenty of air. And by the time we put our branches in, so we'll carry that on. Oh, let's just bring it around a bit so I can get that square. Well, I can't get more square because I haven't yet managed to find any way I can rig up, let alone find a boom that I can suspend or position my camcorder above my head in front, so I'm looking down. I'd like to do that, but I've not come up with anything that is affordable anyway. Right, now we're going to make this area much bigger here. This is turning into sort of Seven Islands, my local beauty, or one of my local beauty spots in south suburban London. Let's have a bit of, let's have some of this here. This is just having fun with the brush. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I'm just letting the brush do things and try to stay a little bit in control of the paint, but nothing. It's just improvising. Let's put an island in here. Bit of dark. So now I've filled in that space. We'll come in along here. It's a bit of bit of red in with that Payne's grey there. Okay. Oh, I need to bring that further over there. Okay, let's put a bit of heavier bushes in. Shadow that side. Right, take a card if you can find one. Oh, yeah. And just before that all dries, just flick out some sort of drawing with the plastic card. So we'll fill that in there. Bit of green. Got to have a swig of my tea, otherwise another cup will go cold. I'm listening to LBC radio. I'll give you the plug, I often do. I used to listen to it turned right down, but it apparently annoys people. So I listen on headphones and I'm listening to LBC. It's 10 o'clock, or it's 20 past 10, 25 past 10, Saturday morning. Katie Hopkins on LBC leading a rant against cyclists who have made London a no-go area for cars for a day or two. 100,000 cyclists. My daughter and her partner are two of them. And it's not universally popular with taxi drivers and anybody else that's inconvenienced. I'm a cyclist. I cycle the Wandle Trail, mostly off-road. But a couple of days a year, you know, what are they on about? Somebody is just talking from Leatherhead. My daughter lives near there in Dorking. And she clogs up the road. Rides up Box Hill 2 or 3 times a week. Socialising this afternoon, no doubt a couple of cabbies will be there. So I'll be able to wind them up. LBC is it's London Broadcasting Corporation. It used to be just for London and the immediate area, but it's gone nationwide now. And although on digital, you can listen to it from all over the world. It's essentially a current affairs phone-in. With lots of interviews, lots of big wigs come on it now. It's quite a growing commercial station, so you have to put up with adverts. Right, now shall we put a couple of figures in there? Don't know if you actually fish on Seven Islands, but I think my friends used to when they were kids. I didn't discover it. It was more Tooting Beck Common. Now that's an interesting place, Tooting Beck Common. I used to go swimming in the Lido there. It's 100 yards long by 30 yards wide, or say 90 metres by 25 metres. Unheated. I remember going in there when it was 48 degrees Fahrenheit, old money, and it was terrific. On Sundays it was packed. I grew up there, and it's wonderful that it's still being maintained and it's still giving good service to many people. So I was delighted about that. Do I really want figures? No, I'm going to just put a couple of birds in. I quite like that. I'll sign it, and it's a bit of a nothing, but I like it. I enjoy doing these sort of things, and I didn't have anything in mind. I'm going to do a little bit barren after the week of painting Venice. Something I'm railing against the taxi drivers they're always bleating on. So if you don't want to be wound up, don't listen to LBC because it will make your blood boil. There's Katie Hopkins, she's wonderful at winding people up. Oh, well, there we are, just a simple Seven Islands revisited. Let's come around here. Well, that's squares aren't going to get that. So we've got an island here, a bit there, bit of distance, bit more distance, and a foreground. Just a simple beach. And the sky, well, I quite like that. I like the sparkle in it. I like leaving these little patches. Can't do that so easily with Fabriano. It's a bit smooth, but this paper is very forgiving. Should have put a bit more in there, but however, enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.